Gaskiya dokin ƙarfe, gaskiya rigan ƙarfe, ba a saka a zauna. Mun zo kaman iska goguwa, mun fi gogaggun kwancewa a kai. Idan ka ji ni kai haka. Thank you. You see, hell decided to throw a party, and my addictions were in charge of sending IVs. Depression heard about the story abroad and decided to come even though it was not invited. Chaos, we all know her IVs, we all know her CVs. She decided to tag along too, even though she was not invited to. Sleep was that out-of-town cousin who we all knew to be very lazy. She was always taking some rest, but she decided to come too. My addictions were in charge of IVs, and even though these people were not invited, they decided to come see what was happening. Stop. Fast forward to a moment in the nearest future. In fact, in the future. She was sleeping by the windows, feet cracked, mascara running down her face. Her feet was nothing but good news, but this good news nobody could comprehend. Mascara running down her face, eyelids red from weeping. Her hands were toughened by years of rough work, and her lips was broken by years of want. Or was it lack of lip gloss? Her life was anything but rosy. Her legs were bent, not because she could walk, and not because she couldn't walk, but because the moment she set her feet on the path to destruction, her life was gone. Her dress told the stories of 1,000 battles fought but not one. Her hands toughened by years of rough work. Her life was anything but rosy. Her arms tattooed by the same habits. Needle marks of shame, or was it a game? Whatever it was, it didn't look like she had gained from this game of shame. But wait, that's just the intro. Broken bottles lay strewn across the floor. Her life was painted like a canvas for all to see. Dried blood trailed the path she followed until she ended up by the window, called up in a fetal position, dead or alive, who cared? Outside, the world moved, oblivious to the girl, deadened by who knew what. Traffic grumbling like an unruly child, hawkers with their trays balanced on their head like the world was all right. This girl was just sleeping. She never knew what was happening. She was just there. But who cared anyway? She lay in a pool of her own blood mixed with urine and vomit. She lay in a pool of her own blood mixed with urine and vomit, stupefied, cold and half dead. A disgusting pile, a bag of shame on a bed of pebbles, a social misfit, helpless. Tomorrow, she cried softly, pain excruciating, mixed with a sing-song voice. But for her present condition, she would have passed for a choir girl. Makes one wonder whether she fell from grace to grass. Lucifer. Makes one wonder whether she fell from grace to grass. Lucifer. Stop. Rewind. Hear me. Her life in 3D, but twice as dirty. Her life in HD, battered and hungry. Only her heart told of life, die hard. Stop. Rewind. Back to over the shoulder past. Like a scientist, she experimented each day. Her body, her own guinea pig. Drowning each day in an ocean of fluid, pills and potions. She could drink a lake dry and still not be satisfied. Her mind playing mind games on her. Her body dying, but she was too brain dead to notice. Depending on weed so she could forget her deeds. She saw life through the smoky haze of her indulgence. I thought crystal meth was supposed to help her do the math. But crystal meth is not so crystal clear after all. Another puppet dancing to the dictates of alcohol. The same people who called your wrong evil now recommend it a treatment for the same disease it caused you. Now I almost said, Jesus, how can you be so daft? But then I remembered you don't even believe in God. But then they said before you a choice, yet all choices lead to the slaughterhouse. Smokers are liable to die young. Ria, you're already dead. We're just waiting for your funeral. Here's the beer, but drink responsibly. Maza, ha, go insane, but don't act crazy. Abstain from sex, but don't contract HIV. But here's the condom. We'll teach you how to do it on TV. What's right is now a cliche. What's necessary is now the anthem. Try divorcing them and we'll visit you in rehab. They play hide and seek with the truth, marry lies and give birth to deception. What is your name? Drunkard, junkie or anonymous? Shege and Iska ko oho. Another masterpiece turned piece of trash. You better check into Lagos and sign into the Waste Management Agency. Trash. So it's time we stop massaging pride-dripping egos and babysitting adult-sized lies. Where are my junkies, misfits, and the odd ones out, tattooed riddle bastards and church-certified sinners? You see, you can marry Yuana, but you have to first divorce life. I say you can marry Yuana, but you have to first divorce life. Because this relationship allows for no threesome. Let the night work begin and let work commence. We'll smoke out the lies and drink the truth. Inject the system with our creed. Plant love in their hearts as we weed them from their garden. Sniff out the deception and not the cocaine. Beat their mindsets, not their body. Let's watch our words give them peace as they hand over opium pills. Remove the guns and weapons of hate. Open the gates as we let them go. In the morning we'll sell them Christ, our cocaine and dope, and laugh because their rehab just begin. You see, it was all a setup, gospel ganda. We're no YBNL, but we'll pick them up like Shoki and like catapults shoot them into the system. We'll wait for that bellow kid to come to us, lay hands on him and call it a day. But not before my mind here preaches to them. Now the hand of God win always and ever. We pick them up like Shoki and throw them into the system. Catapult them like catapults into the system. Let darkness as thick as wood fall. Let the morning be me and you. You say the morning is here and the roots is here. We should be deeply rooted in the word of God. There's no roots without him. There's no roots without me. The morning after is you and me. Where the hand of God win and nobody cares. Listen.